Welcome back to another episode, Shannon, doing the best 23 for 2026. This episode will be about building my bench, making sure I have youth and experience as well at the same time, and sort of trying to make sure I fill the holes in the team. Let's get straight into that. Alrighty, as you can see on your screen, I have the same football oval monologue I had up from last week's, or that was Tuesday's video or Wednesday's video, one of the two, I'm not sure. As you can see, I will have one player at a time. I will give you my reasons for why I believe they should get a game and sort of positions I think they can play. Some of the players I have named sort of a dual position players and sort of can be thrown. Some people will probably disagree, but you make a best 23 and you realise how hard it is to get everybody in the team. So we'll go through one player at a time, and we'll start off straight up with Tom Brown. Now, I have seen some comments on my last video asking where Tom Brown was and where do I see him. I see him as a key pillar in the back line. I think next year when when Nathan Broad retires, I really think Tom Brown will slip right into that spot. As we've seen in the few years that he's been playing with Richmond, he's actually got a bit of pace behind him. I know Broad was never a super fast player, but he was still a quick player. Broad, to me, Tim Brown is quite similar to Nathan Broad. Has a great overhead marking, good IQ, great kick, elite by foot, in my opinion as well, and seems to be a player who wants to get better every single year. So I'm expecting big things from Tom Brown coming into 2026. Now, the reason why I've got him there is because he can also go forward. We have seen that multiple times in his career where they've just popped him forward because they need to get someone who can A, mark it, and B, kick a goal. So that sort of unique ability to go forward and backwards is there in the hands of Adam Uze to sort of switch him if he needs to. Nothing seems to be working forward. It can't hurt to throw a magnet around and put Tom Brown into the forward. Luke Trainer. Now, I think people will go, why do you have two backmen? It's sort of similar reasons behind Luke Trainer is the same as Tom Brown. They're both good overhead marks, both good kicks, and sort of with Luke Trainer is I want to get more games into him than I do most players. I think he's got a bright future for him. As you've seen in some of the training videos, he's bulked up a bit more as well, put a bit of size on, which is good to see. I'm hoping coming into this year, he'll be a bit more cleaner by foot, by skill, because he was... in his juniors, he was known for being an elite kick. Coming into last year, he sort of didn't keep that skill up. I would like to see him get back to what he was in his juniors, being an elite kick. Don't get me wrong, he does take those really occasional kicks where are very daring, and he pulls them off. And I'm happy for him to do that, because the more he does that, the better he'll get. So hence why I want to get more games into him. I'm pretty sure he played the most games of anyone for the 2024 class. I think he actually ended up missing one game, a few subs. So sort of why I want him there. He can go forward and kick goals as well. So it's another versatile defender. Or we can play him on a wing, as we've seen a few times. So it's just a versatile role for Tom Brown and Luke Trainer. More just to make sure you're getting some games into him as well. And that's great. I mean, the same thing with Jaden Shaw. I think it's not a bad idea to float him forward as well. You could make the same moves along with Patrick Rechko and Sam Grill. So then moving on, Taj Houghton. I sort of got him in there for positional swaps with your players like your Ryan Mansell, Maurice Riel, and Seth Campbell. As well as I would like to see him get a bit more injection into the midfield. I'm not expecting him to play a lot more along the lines of what Shea Bolton was, where every now and then you just need that little spark in the middle. So you would put him in there just to get that sort of injection of pace, excitement. It would be a good word to use for Taj. So I want to see Taj in the middle, maybe even just 30% of his game time, 30% in the middle. I think last year he ended up having, 4 or 5 rounds, he ended up having nearly the same amount of centre bounce attendance clearances than was not Luke Trainer, but he got that one wrong. Tim Taranto and Jacob Hopper. So I think when he actually is in the middle, his elite foot skills, the ability he has pace, quick hands, as we saw last year as well, and his goal sense. will come in handy and make him a very dangerous small mid, also going forward and kicking goals and being dangerous with his pressure. So sort of why I want Taj. More games into Taj Houghton as well is better for us in the next, when he gets to his 50, 60 games. I think it's when we're really going to start to see what Taj is going to be. And I do have quite high hopes for Taj. Kane McAuliffe. Now, I know if he gets his body right, this is all going off everybody's 100% fit. I think when Kane was playing last year, I thought we could see the difference of what the midfield was like when he was playing, because he does have a burst of speed. Whilst having a big body and a really good left foot kick. I think if he just gets his body right, I think he'll play more. I want to see at least 18 to 20 games out of Kane McAuliffe. Hasn't kicked a goal yet, got close a few times, but I think that's another little thing he's got behind his belt, is that he can be a goal sneak. He can go forward every now and then when you say you need to swap him with a Sam Lawler, Jacob Hopper or Taranto. He's another versatile player. He can go forward as well and kick goals. So sort of another expectation for him would be kick a few goals this year as well, and also get his body right, because I think if he doesn't get his body right this year, this could be his last year. I know it's a big call and haven't even played a game yet, but it just seems his body just breaks down too much. So I've got faith that he'll get his body right and we'll see more Kane McAuliffe this year. The next experience, now it's not ridiculous experience, but Jack Ross, I think he's 26, 27, over 100, I'm pretty sure he's over 100 games by now. So Jack Ross is more the veteran that I think we need to have, not too many, but just enough to coach these young guys on field. Now, let me clarify this before I get too far into this. I know everyone's going to say Dion Prestia, but my reason why I've gone Jack Ross over Dion Prestia is availability and consistency to stay on the floor, which is a big thing for me. I don't mind sort of Prestia playing that 10 to 15 games for the year, but I'm more focusing on sort of younger players as well and building up the team for the future. I think Jack Ross will still be in the future, but he's going to have to maybe go up the next level for this year, because there's a lot of young mids / who can play multiple roles coming in. But I think Jack Ross will bring that hard-nosed, reliable player that just does what he has to do and doesn't overdo it. Sometimes he'll have big games, sometimes he'll have quiet games, but he always seems to be a good leader on the field for young players as well. So it's sort of a pretty simple call with Jack Ross. I do wish I had more space for, say, Sam Cumming as well, but he still has the no contact cap on his head as well, and I'm just not sure his body's ready for AFL level, where I know Jack Ross is, and I think round one he might even do what he did last year, come out and kick 2 goals and have 28 disposals as well. So this is officially my team for 2026, best 23. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit the like and subscribe, and if you want to, jump onto the Zero Hanger website, build your team, and then just send a copy of it into the comments, and I'll have a look at it and we can have a discussion what the difference is between mine and yours and why we did that. Thank you, as always. Stay safe and go Tigers.